So guys, I have to admit, I feel like the biggest damn idiot here. I found the way into the mountain pretty darn quickly as well. It only took me a minute of looking around. Alright, press this switch and that will open up this door here, which will let us just hatch that last egg for Terry. At least I think it's the last egg. Anyway, sorry if I sound a little bleh. I've had a cold for the past week now, and I've been putting off recording this just because of how my voice is, but don't really want to have the videos come up late. Can she jump high and... Okay then, I will figure this out. I didn't want to put off recording the videos because I've been kind of late enough as it is already, so I didn't want to do it anymore. Okay, I will figure this out. There's a flight pad down here, I think. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, if that's why I sound bleh, in case anyone was wondering. Next few videos will probably be recorded right before they go up, for that reason alone, at least until I feel a bit better. Alright then, so let's see. All things considered, I think we have somewhere around 5 things I want to do here in TERRYDACTYLAND, and hopefully going to take them all out right here in this video. There's Terry and the eggs. I gotta take Mumbo over to the Triceratops, so... She's a big girl, isn't she? Yeah, I can't even... Terry! That is... Yeah, you heartless! I'll work out an exercise program for her. Yeah, I think Banjo's the best idea here. But, yeah, let's see. Just gotta take that kid up to Terry, then there's... Gotta take, Mumbo over to the Triceratops family so we can make that last dinosaur grow large, since we found the missing one, cured the sick one, so that should be the last thing we need to do there. There's an empty Cheeto page, which I believe I went looking for already, but because I was in the thing in Dippy's pool wasn't full, I wasn't able to get to it, and we gotta go back up to the stomping grounds as well. Oh, bugger all. This is gonna be a nuisance. Actually, I wonder. Yeah, we can do it all. Huh. Banjo is indeed the doctor. That thing has to be a TARDIS. It's been bugging me ever since I discovered that I swear, I remember not being able to use any of his moves when someone else was in the pack. And now he's able to. I might actually want to look that up, because my cartridge has been doing some pretty funky things, so I might want to make sure it's not just another hardware glitch. God knows I've had enough of those. Oh, well, at least this just means we have to haul this the rest of the way. This will mean this episode will go by pretty darn quickly as well, because I'm not fumbling around looking for that. That is nice. That simplifies things so darn much. How the heck did I miss that? I spent like 10-15 minutes looking for this. Alright, come on out, you big girl. Last one. Yeah, Kazooie wouldn't want to see another egg for the rest of the game. What about all the eggs she spits out and everything, and the eggs she hatched for the bonus stuff she don't really need to do? Well, technically you don't really need to do this at all either. Let's go grab Kazooie. And then... where do we want to go to then? Might as well go to the... Actually, we don't need Kazooie to go to the stomping grounds. We only need Banjo. And a warp pad. And we have both of those right up here. I'm just so happy that everything's working out so well right now. Granted, I mean, I just jinxed myself completely, but that's besides the point. I'm also surprised at how close we are to the end. We're basically on the back stretch now of just cleanup. Anyway, remember how I mentioned Banjo had the fun way across this? He takes a hit, and he sleeps it off. For every single one. I don't actually know for sure if you need to sleep all your health up. I don't think you do. But you at least need to sleep off one, I think. Actually, let's test that now. Just sleep one off. And now we're going to wait. And now we jump. Yeah, we just need to recover one bit of life and wait for the stomp to come and for Banjo to get taller again. That makes this easy. Banjo can really take a hit. Okay then, and this will allow us to just stomp, run. And now let's sleep the rest of that damage off. Now I'm gonna have to turn on the honeyback cheat at some point, just so I can show you that little oversight I've been talking about. I probably won't worry about that until I actually set up to go into Hellfire Peaks, which isn't going to be immediately, so I'm not extremely concerned about it. Oh yeah, that's into another zone. We need Kazooie before we can leave the world. See, they do care about each other. Kind of. Oh, bugger all. This means I'm going to have to take Kazooie through that trip as... oh yeah. That means I gotta take Kazooie through that as well. Well, I would have had to take her through it anyway, so what does it matter? Oh well, at least this won't be too difficult. And it's just a matter of taking the warp pad and then using Kazooie like she's Kazooie. So, running real fast. At least this will be a nice in and out thing for us. We just gotta wait and then back out. No. I was going to hurt myself there. That was incredibly dangerous. Alright, now that we got both Banjo and Kazooie, let's see what lies beyond this icy door. Totally takes us to Hellfire Peaks. But I don't remember what we're doing here at this moment, and we are getting a Jiggy that was... Where is this? I have no clue where this is. I will attempt to point it out when I go to Hellfire Peaks. I make no promises. Okay then, so that's taken care of. That's two things taken care of. Now we just gotta go find where Dippy was, and I don't want to go there. Get the Cheeto page from there. We have to find the last remaining note. Heaven help us with that. I don't know where that's going to be at all. Let's focus with stuff we know what to do with. So actually I should go get Mumbo first. Yeah, let's go do Mumbo first. Oh man, where are all the notes gonna be? Notes. Missing one bit of notes. This is gonna take a bit of thinking. And more than likely a little bit of cutting so when I'm flying around the entire world trying to find a note. Oh, you gotta talk to Mumbo first. Yes, we want Mumbo's help again. This will possibly be one of the last times we actually need his help. We won't need his help in Jolly Roger's Lagoon. That's a guarantee. We probably won't need his help in Grunty Industries or in what's the other one called? Hellfire Peaks. We probably won't need his help in either of those places, so unless I'm mistaken, this is the last time we're gonna have to use Mumbo. It was a good trip. Really was. He could have done more. It was a nice little idea they did their best to make it not outstay its welcome, but they could have done more with this. I would definitely admit that. Oh well, I'm not really complaining. It's just a nice little change of pace, but considering the box art considering the box art for this game had like Mumbo sticking out in Banjo's backpack along with Kazooie, the fact they could both fit in there is further proof it is a TARDIS is irrelevant. But the way they had him just sitting in the backpack with Kazooie kind of made it feel like he would be a much bigger role than he is. I mean, granted, he's doing a lot more now than... I have to go all the way around, don't I? He's doing a lot more now than he did in the first game. Like, you would see him a lot more, he'd be on screen a lot more, but he's like a primary, secondary character, if that makes sense. Actually, I don't know if I would he's... The main characters in this game I would consider Banjo-Kazooie, obviously, Gruntilda as the villain, Jam Jars would be a secondary, no, he's a primary secondary. He is the secondary that we see the most of. Yeah, that sounds about right. It makes the most sense. I mean, Humba we see every world at least twice. Once to turn into the creature, once to become Banjo and Kazooie again. We see Jam Jars once or twice per level, that's it. He teaches the move, and then we kind of move on. Mumbo we actually get to play as, so that kind of puts him in a tier above everyone else. Okay, you're getting zapped. Yeah. There are so many named characters in this game, though, I couldn't even begin to remember most of them. Like, I remember the boss names. I remember... I'm not even trying to pronounce that, the name of that dinosaur. I remember the boss names, I remember the names of the Gruntilda and her I don't remember the names of her sister. I remember the names of the races to an extent, like the Stonies, yeah, not much else. Shiny thing I acquired when I trode on one of those Bunga Bungas. Mumbo passed shiny thing on to Baron Bird. Thank you, Mumbo, you do that. Is Mumbo even allowed to pick it up, I wonder? Do I need to come back here? Nope, Mumbo's allowed to pick it up. Oh yeah, it respawn. I hate you with every fiber of my being. Okay then, so that just leaves... Let's see, that leaves the Jiggy, or not the Jiggy, the notes, and the, the Cheeto page. I know where the Cheeto page is, but I'm gonna have to look for those notes. This is gonna be a lot of fun. At least the video won't be too short. That's a nice satisfaction I can get out of this. I feel like I had something more to say, but I just can't think of it right now. It'll come to me. Eventually. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. Alrighty then. Moving on. I will definitely say this game has aged really well in my opinion. It is... I mean, yeah, it can be, like, this game especially can be a little like, alright, god dang it, how do I do some of this junk? But for the most part, it's, you have to think, it fits together fairly logically. There are no super terrible moments, aside from Canary Mary. And I only completely killed my arm to defeat her twice. I'm still amazed I was able to beat her in the second race. Let alone on my first try, but at all. I mean, with the turbo controller, you beat her amazingly. Like, if you remember how I beat her in the first race, that's how well you can beat her in the second race. But without it, you're just kind of balls to the wall, hope you're fast enough. Or try to abuse your AI, but that required finesse that I just wasn't pulling out of my butt at that particular moment in time. So I just went with balls to the wall, I'm beating her before she can beat me. And it only cost me a hand and an arm, but not a leg. I kind of like my legs. Rather attached to them. Alright, that was a bad pun. Okay then, only one thing to do. I will probably just skip to a searching montage now. Is there a flight pad here? I don't think. Can I talk to Dippy again? Yes, I can. Got all the water I need now. Yeah, you're welcome, Dippy. Okay then. To the... I would have to come up with good music for that, though. I don't really have much in the way of montage music. I suppose I could just try, attaching some of the other Banjo Kazooie music to it, but I don't know. If I were to do that, I'd probably attack Rusty Bucket Bay's music. As evil as that level is, I like the music. That's the only redeeming factor it has. Alright then, where am I going? Where am I going? That is a very good question. I am trying to find a flight pad. That's what I'm doing. Where is a flight pad? You know what? First place I'm going to look behind the waterfall. Why not? I might have missed something in here, so might as well just check it out. Really long vine. Really long. Alright then, come on, river passage. Contain for me the notes of which I seek. I will come up with an even more bullshit magic spell if it'll get me these notes faster. Then I would have to look up some Latin, and that's just a pain in my butt. I don't know Latin. I don't think, no, some people know Latin. Well. Alright. I barely know English. Which is sad because it's my native language. With how many words I cannot pronounce and even more that I can't spell, it's amazing that. English is not my strong point. It's a good thing I'm going to work with software and computers and technology. I can understand computers a lot more than I can understand English. That's rather sad because it's true. Eggs of explosioning. Well, I've proved that it is not in there, so I will probably just start cutting around. Probably. Oh, bugger all. So, yeah, I will see you guys should I eventually find this. See you then. I am going to be very annoyed if these were on screen at one point or more. Well then, that should be everything. Let's check our status screen. And indeed it is. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna call it for an episode, guys. I will pick this up next time when we go to finish off No, we already did Witchy World. When we go to finish off Grunty Industries. Now I'm confusing them for each other. Anyway, guys, I will see you all then. Later.